Game time for this national championship match here between these two. They played once earlier this year, Leah, back on September 7th at Liberty. It was a 4-3 Northwestern win.
And all the scoring really got crazy in the fourth, and it was Claire Roth for Northwestern with the game winner, 4-3. But oh, how the dynamics of these two teams have changed since that time. And look at this. Great job at a difficult spot to take a side in for Northwestern.
Right off the bat here, Liberty putting some pressure on. Here's Northwestern's Payne Halsey. Well, you said it, Leah. Good job right from the start. Flames attacking.
Attacking and consistently here. They put that ball on the other side of the pylon, and it turns into a hit coming out, a 16 coming out. You put it on the right side of the pylon, a deep side in, and this pins Northwestern difficult here in a real tough spot. Liberty taking advantage of it.
Just outside the circle of the Flames, and they try to get it in. Still in there. And a corner is called. So just like that, 1 minute into the national championship, penalty corner coming up for Liberty.
Ashley Dykema Pereira, number 14, gets her stick in there. Good solid tackle, plays the ball, and then puts it into the feet of the defender.
Liberty head coach Nikki Parsley-Blocker. The Liberty Flames have a chance to go up 1-0 here in the national title game. Penalty corner coming up here. There she is. Corner, the pass, back up to the top. Shot on the way. It's blocked by Shannon Daly of Northwestern. And they're going to come out of there with it. Good job to stop that penalty corner just 1 minute into this title game today.
Maddie Baxay challenging there as that ball was hit on the wrong side of the stick. But we're going to restart here. But Baxay huge there defensively to clear that ball and stay on it.
Back to coach Nikki Parsley-Blocker, her 5th season at Liberty, Leah. She played for Tracy Fuchs at Northwestern, graduated in 2014. So many storylines in this game here today.
There are, and you know, a 3-time All Big Ten. They have a great relationship, but today each of them definitely is running for the colors of their own squads on the sidelines. But truly some super stories along the way between their relationship.
Nikki told us yesterday that she's going to try to take the emotion out of it, and the key word there is try. Going up against who she calls the Michael Jordan of field hockey, one of the best all time, Tracy Fuchs.
Absolutely, no question about it. And we've heard, and I've even referenced Tracy as Michael Jordan of field hockey. Has a good held whistle there as it will be brought back in, but you know, she has a national championship as an assistant in Michigan, also a member of the national team, and a championship at UConn as a player, and trying to do the same now as a coach.
Halsey hits it down the field for Northwestern. Both teams playing in their first ever national championship game. It was the first ever Final Four appearance for Liberty. It was the 5th for Northwestern, but the first time in 27 years, all the way back to 1994.
Well, and I think for Northwestern here, they are being faced with some real high ball pressure. Look at the numbers up front that Liberty is putting on that ball and forcing it in the diagonal back toward the middle of the field. Northwestern wants to be able to run this ball to the outside with their speed and run inside. But Liberty is playing with some true high octane right now and really dictating the flow into the circle.
That was Reagan Underwood, number 2, that took that one away initially for Liberty. And the pressure is on here right from the start. Less than 4 minutes gone by in the national championship game. Liberty possession. They work it into the circle. Taken down there by Caleb Blass. Once again, opportunity. And right at the top of the circle, it's pushed out by Northwestern's Marin Zeidel.
Yeah, one of the key factors for both of these teams is their depth. They'll be able to run players, get some fresh legs in and out as we progress in this game. It's going to be certainly the difference. And you don't have that opportunity or confidence unless you start that early in the season. And both of these teams, as we have a obstruction, it'll go back to Liberty. They're going to move quick, Mike.
Kendra Jones gets it up the field here for Jill Bolton, who controls it now. Bolton working up against Aaliyah Marshall for Northwestern in the circle, but this is going to be coming out.
Could have got that call, but the push from the backside forced that whistle the opposite way by Bolton.
Leah, what other keys do you have here? How do you see this game shaping up?
Well, I think for Liberty, they want to be efficient, and they started that efficiency off right to be successful. They've got to leak some players out to the top. And also, we just saw it on the flip side there by Northwestern as they were trying to run the ball on the opposite side of the field, force Northwestern to the outside. For the Wildcats, they want to be quick on their attack. The problem is right now that they have not had any sustained emotions as well, and with that, utilize that speed to the outside, but you have to be able to sustain control. For Liberty, you see their offensive flow tops in the nation in 4 different categories.
Martu Sion right now for Liberty, number 12. And that's out on the end line over to Northwestern.
We've only played a few minutes here in this first quarter, and this is the octane that Liberty has come out with. They have been inside the 25 sustained 6 times now. They are not allowing any type of consistent flow in their offensive attack by Northwestern.
That's how they've been able to get to this point. 20-2, a 17-game winning streak right now for the Liberty Flames. And you know they've been tested this year, Leah. They're 10-2 against the top 25, and they've won 9 straight against ranked teams.
They're third in the NCAA appearance, and we talked about how young this program is in D1. This will be the first chance, if they take home the Natty today, in any sport since going to D1. And they've earned it, Mike. They've played a very difficult schedule. See a little bit of the nerves there on that side in. You smile about it now. It's not what you wanted in that play. They'll have fun with that after this game, but certainly not what you wanted to try to do on that side in.
Yeah, Bethany Dykema was throwing it up to us up here in the press box. Foul ball.
Foul ball. Doesn't matter how many times you've played the game at how many different levels. Today is a whole different energy, and the Flames have come out, talk about smoking hot. They have done so. This is really the first sustained opportunity for Northwestern inside the 25.
Tracy Fuchs, 13 years prior to her arrival, they were 500 or below. 13 straight years. She's had 12 of 13 winning seasons once she got here. On the first trip to the national championship game as the Wildcats try to get inside the circle. They do. Shot and a save, Edie Goshen. Held whistle, though.
That was a great opportunity, and I was actually looking for the held whistle.
Okay.
It was not called on that play, but I felt as though there was some obstruction up top on the circle. They are going to ask for a review and take a look at it here as it comes up off the defensive stick inside the circle area. Right there. And a nice save and the kick out. Actually a good job on the kick out. It's not exactly where Edie Goshen wanted to put it, but it got over the end line. It wasn't defensive. But what they're looking at is much before that, up at the top of the circle, had nothing to do with the kick out right in this area here. That's where I personally was looking for the held whistle before the shot for an obstruction to be called for a corner opportunity for Northwestern, and I think they should win it based on that. You take a look at where the players are and a good job by Northwestern as they will retain, and it will be overturned, and we will have our first corner opportunity for the Wildcats.
Yes, they get their referral correct. They were looking for the penalty inside the circle, the call, and they got it. So they won't keep their referral. They get a penalty corner here with 7:06 to play in the first quarter. So their first penalty corner of this national championship game here today. Clara Roth is going to be the inserter.
And it actually wasn't an obstruction, was actually a foot on Bethany Dyker. But a good job. Either way, they looked at it, they saw it in a corner.
Glass puts it down, passes it. Oh, and coming out to make the play that time, Liberty, and they deflect it. Excellent corner defense. Both teams 0 for 1 now.
Hostler able to slide in on that one. That's one of the great things about the rain and the way the surface is playing. You know, if you recall on Friday, we couldn't wet down the surface to keep the ball low and keep the movement of the play so the ball wasn't bouncing on the surface. The defense using it right that time. And Hostler making a great defensive play to knock that ball away.
This is the first time since 1987 that both teams in the championship game are playing in it for the first time. Northwestern, Maddie Zimmer. Hard hit there, partially deflected, in the circle it goes. Liberty able to take it right out.
You know what Liberty is so smart at, Mike, is their players, they may not get you where you want to go, but they'll run you into more white jerseys so that they have a little bit more of a teamwork effort to run you off the ball. And we just saw it there with that whole flow from one side of the field to the other side.
ESPN's coverage of the Women's College Cup continues with semifinal action on Friday, December 3rd, and a championship game Sunday, December 5th at 8 o'clock Eastern, all on ESPNU. For more information, go to NCAA.com, the official online home for all 90 NCAA championships. Aerial ball down the field for Liberty. Taken down there for the moment by Maddie Basquet for Northwestern 23, and they're going to have it. Back over to Liberty now. Under 5 minutes to play in this first quarter. Lizzie Hamlet had a stick on it for the moment. It's picked up here by Jody Connolly for Liberty. Quick restart. Charlotte Von Holt, a hero in the semifinals on Friday. Number 9, 2 goals. Put in the game winner. And double overtime against Maryland. Had a chance to catch up with her a little bit yesterday.
Well, and I think for Charlotte Van Holt and her teammates, one of the key things is Liberty trying to put on some higher ball pressure here and forcing it quickly in quick motion. This is what Northwestern wants to do, but look at the running motion to the outside. You can't run onto a ball that way in a low percentage area like that. Wildcats come away with nothing on this opportunity here. Let's see if they can impede the transfer across.
Hostler up the field here for Daniela Rhodes. Rhodes inside the circle, passes it in front. It's deflected, but then a swing at it by Jill Bolton. Still loose, penalty corners called.
Got the shot off. It was a little wild. I thought for a minute there we might see something with a wild stick, but contained control great speed shown by both teams here early on, and a ball that unfortunately gets into the feet. And for Liberty, because of that, right there into the feet. Happy dancing, he can't dance enough, and another corner opportunity here for Liberty.
Bethany Dykema to insert here once again for the Flames. You got Connolly up at the top with Rhodes. Hamlet. Second penalty corner. Pass over now, the shot on the way by Rhodes. In front, rebound, save, corner coming up again. Skubish on the initial save, and you saw the call made, another corner here.
Well, I'll tell you what, there was a pile of players on both teams down low, and Skubish being aggressive, watch 3-0 in goal, coming out just a little bit more, trying to keep moving her eyes, trying to keep a play on it, following that ball, cutting down that angle on the short side.
Hostler had that hit on it for Liberty. Another corner, third of the game coming up again. This time they try to go back down to the inserter, Dykema, and wow, Skubish comes all the way out, makes the save. She's got to get up though and get back in the goal, and she does. Excellent play. Now again a save, rebound, knocked away by one of the field players in front as Dykema was on the other side of the goal, and they save it. What a job by Northwestern.
Good slide across by Skubish, and I don't know how she was able to keep that ball alive, because if you can't see it and it gets hidden in there, you take a chance of a stroke being called, and she did a good job of shaking it free and kicking it back out and then moving to the opposite side and kicking it out once again.
Trying to collect her breath here, but the pressure is on by Liberty. And almost, it was Kendra Jones over there on the other side. Let's go back to those goals, or those saves, excuse me, by Skubish.
I'll tell you what, both of these goalkeepers are not, look at that, the ball right there. She's trying to get away with her blocker because she knows if it's hidden in there and it can't be played. What a stick save on the opposite side. Nice job twice in keeping the ball alive and moving laterally. Look out.
3 saves on that last sequence. Look out, here is Roth, number 28 for Northwestern, but it's taken away here by Liberty's Maddie Hostler. And we're approaching 1.5 to play here in this first quarter. Northwestern! Oh, side of the goal there by Roth.
Clara Roth at the game winner, the first meeting between these two teams, and so very close, just missing that short side.
How about Roth? She knows what it's like being in this game, right? Played for Princeton.
There are 6 players that have moved on from Princeton, and you can only imagine if that team had the ability to stay together, they would have been back at another Final Four for sure. 2 of them participating today, Backsay and Roth. And a great find. Tracy Fuchs talks about 23 and 28 in black, and how they came over from Princeton and having the opportunity now working on their masters in the Kellogg School.
40 seconds remain in this first quarter. Northwestern's Benta Bakers had it for the moment here. And here is Roth coming across midfield. A lot of white jerseys though coming back here, and they're able to break it up, at least for the moment. And now Lauren Wattis gets it back for Roth. Just inside the circle. Coming out.
Obstruction. Yeah, obstructed on that play. Unfortunately, at the top of the circle, just never really had the numbers to help her on the ball.
10 seconds left here in the first. And that's going to do it for the first 15 minutes of action here in the national championship game. Tracy Fuchs and Northwestern, Nikki Parsley-Blocker and Liberty. One team's going to win their first ever national title. No score to the second after this.
And for this national championship opportunity.
First time in NCAA Division I Field Hockey Championship history that a former player has competed against her former head coach in the title game, and that's what we have here today.
And amazing at just 29 years old, what she has been able to do at Liberty. And again, you know, a great institution as far as scholastics and a combination of academics. And I think on a field hockey realm, it's in a super piece of the country, Mike, because you can play your Big East schedule, but you also have the opportunity to play some really tough teams that will help your RPI out, and that certainly has this season as they've continued to progress. They should have easily made the NCAAs a year ago at 13-3, but as you know, the field was shortened down to just 12 teams. Didn't have that opportunity. That was the motivation this season to get to this point today.
Yeah, it's been up and up and up for Liberty. 10 wins, 13 wins, now 20 this season. Nikki went to Yale for 2 years as a volunteer assistant coach after she graduated from Northwestern. Then she went to Liberty and was an assistant coach for just 1 year before being promoted to head coach at 25 years old. So as you said, here she is now, 29 years old, and has her team in the title game. Youngest head coach in Division I field hockey history to coach in this national championship game. Jill Bolton in the circle. It goes for Liberty. Hamlet had a stick on it. It's loose in front. Corner is called yet again, and this is going to be the 4th for Liberty in this game here early in the second quarter.
Well, Liberty is hyped up. I'll tell you, they have so many numbers around the ball. They're dictating the flow inside the circle. They're hustling, being first to the ball right now. Getting a north corner opportunity with a hack on the stick in that corner.
All right, what are you thinking here on this one, the 4th of the day for them?
Well, they went back down to the inserter last time on a little hesitation, and I think that, you know, Northwestern has to be careful not to overcharge the ball on the flyer because it's giving Liberty an extra second to slide that ball across.
Maddie Hostler inserts. High ball going over the goal that time. Bethany Dykema.
Came up off of a stick, though, and it will be still a long hit for Liberty. They will retain possession here. 2 balls on the field, though, fortunately.
4 penalty corners thus far for Liberty, 1 for Northwestern. The shots are 6-2 in favor of the Flames here early. Second quarter is just underway. A couple minutes gone by. Roth knocked it away for the moment there for Northwestern. There's Liberty's Ashley Dykema Pereira. And Northwestern's got a few players up ahead. They get it over to Benta Bakers.
They get Bacher speeding and running and sprinting ahead of the ball, trying to give an option, but Dykema gets back.
Look at this transition and how quick it goes here for Liberty.
Well, again, Liberty's doing a super job. Bethany Dykema there, breaking up the play, and quick, one touch up the field. Doesn't matter if it gets into anyone's hands, just dump it out. Just get it out, get it to the side. At least if it's a side in for Northwestern, at least you get some numbers there on the ball and set up your defense once again.
You're watching the 2021 NCAA Field Hockey Championship game here from Oker Field, University of Michigan, Northwestern and Liberty. And the first time national champion when it's all said and done here today. Just under 40 degrees and raining right now here in Michigan. Ball inside the circle for Northwestern. Opportunity, shot of the way, the deflection by Roth.
Yes, a stroke.
You called it. It is a penalty stroke on the way. Bakers with the initial shot. Roth had a chance at it for Northwestern, and a penalty stroke is called.
Ball right there. Watch what happens as the defender is right down on the line. Tough to see from that angle there, but no doubt about it. It was Ashley Dykema right on the inside there that stopped that ball on the line. It was stroke now.
Penalty stroke here for Northwestern. A chance to go up 1-0 in the national championship. Benta Bakers, the shot and the save from Edie Goshen. Unreal. Leah, you talked about Azul, Reed City, Edie Goshen right at the start of the broadcast.
This is a super angle. Comes off and catches it with her foot. Unbelievable.
one of the best saves of the season here of 2021, no doubt about it. Bakers was 2 for 4 now in strokes this year, missed the last 2, both this weekend, Leah. And what a save to keep this a scoreless tie.
Frustration, no question, at that point by Benty Bakers, but Edie Goshen with an incredible save. We're going to take a look here as we are going to the review.
And you see the teammates there saying to Bakers, hey, yeah, it's okay. Let's step it back up here. No worries. Just had a penalty stroke for Northwestern. Benty Bakers with the shot. It was saved by Liberty's goalkeeper, Azul Arit City, Edie Goshen. And then on this last sequence, Northwestern wanted to refer the call that was going to be, well, actually it was going to be Liberty coming out with it. So Liberty is going to come out with it, and they're going to.
So as you saw in the replay there was a foot inside the circle. However, that was dangerous prior to that. So
Gotcha.
that's the reason why we were going the other way. The ability to replay it backwards just a little bit further nullifies that situation.
So Northwestern loses their referral. And we go the other way. And a corner now for Liberty.
They're actually keeping their referral. On this particular play here, as we take a look first, let's talk about what happened just now and transpired inside the circle. So held whistle, good held whistle there, and prior to that, the held whistle didn't lead to an advantage for Liberty, thus the reason why now they haven't. Going back on the flip side, there was a foul before the foul.
Gotcha, that's why they keep it.
That's why they keep it.
Good point, Leah, thank you. All right, so let's go to this penalty corner now, the 5th of the game for Liberty. And what a swing we could have here with Bethany Dykema again to insert. Jill Bolton takes this one. Deflected at the top. She gets a second try, and that's off to the right. Wow. There's Annabelle Skubish, goalkeeper for Northwestern.
Let's pick it up. You want to watch these flyers. I give so much credit to anybody that goes out and Daly, Shannon Daly there as a flyer, gets a piece of it initially, and that causes the errant ball. And here comes Liberty once again.
Skubish getting a piece of that one for Northwestern. And with 5 minutes gone by in this second quarter, still no score. 0 for 5 on corners now, or Liberty 0 for 1. For Northwestern, including 0 for 1 on a penalty stroke. A lot going on here, Leah, early in the second quarter.
You know, both teams have kind of woke up. Liberty start this thing off fast.
Bolton tapped that one inside the circle for Liberty. Fight for it here. It's trying to get pushed out by Northwestern.
And, you know, started sustained possessions inside the 25. Liberty got going late in that end of that first quarter, and it's kind of carried over here. Excuse me, Northwestern late in that first quarter kind of carried over here in this second quarter play. A little bit more balance now between these two teams.
Northwestern working it the other way. And up close to midfield is Bakers. Next week's NBA Wednesday doubleheader. Nets at the Celtics at 7:30 Eastern on ESPN, followed by the Sixers and the Warriors. That's all coming up on NBA Wednesday night. Our doubleheader coverage begins with NBA Countdown at 7 Eastern. Bolton back inside the circle for Liberty. Takes a shot at it. It's high into the air, and it's coming out here for Northwestern.
Jill Bolton started to create some space there.
Well, back to Liberty. In the circle, taken out there. Basquet got a stick on it, but how about the pressure that Liberty just keeps putting on right now, getting this ball back and continuing to force the issue on this end of the field.
They're getting a little bit of help from Northwestern too, as the Wildcats are putting some balls in some areas where they normally wouldn't. You know, I think they just need to calm down just a little bit. That's sometimes the butterflies that are going on here early on. Can't get enough touches in a game like this. Bocker's coming off. Claire Roth coming back in. They have her high, the Wildcats do.
Here is Roth, 28, graduate student, originally from Germany. Flames knock it out. And Northwestern possession, just over 7 minutes to play here in the first half, still no score. Garcia. It's Ana Medina Garcia, number 20, from Madrid, Spain, for Northwestern. At the top of the circle here is Zimmer. Good takeaway by Liberty. And it was Fonhold. Aaliyah Marshall. What's going through your mind right now here, Leah, from what you're seeing?
Well, I think for these two teams, as we get down to the, halftime here, certainly if you can get one on the board, either team right now, you carry a little bit of momentum going in the half. I do think, we're starting to see a little bit more body contact as Clara Roth forces that cornered opportunity for Northwestern here. Each team has been warned. You've got to make sure you maintain control of your body, because the last thing you want to see happen is to have some carbs come out, especially in this game. But these are the timepieces, right? And both teams need to be efficient. Northwestern has been a little bit more efficient overall during the season on their corner opportunities and completions.
Can they get one here to go up 1-0? Clara Roth will insert. Blast is up at the top with Ana Medina Garcia, Leah Marshall. Comes in, Blast sets it down. Shot on the way, deflected. It was that time by Zeidel. Rebound, another opportunity. It's going to be another corner.
Being patient, Northwestern is, right? If you don't have it, try to put it in a space where you can at least get another opportunity for it. Good swipe. Defense once again. How many times have we seen throughout this season just Liberty's defense just right on it, pinpoint? That ball knocked away before it could even get through the second layer of the defense.
Now Blast sets it down. Here's the shot, the deflection. Almost here. Northwestern. That time it was Zeidel, number 7.
I like the thought process. You've got to keep it low and look for a redirect. And that ball did bounce a little bit, but it was almost knocked in there by Roth.
Just couldn't quite have the angle to put it in off the goal to the left side. Now she's calling for the foul on Liberty, which she gets. Restart here for the Wildcats. We have 5:15 remaining first half, still no score. Roth on the restart. Did Liberty come out to defend here? Almost a triple team right now for her over in the corner. And a takeaway. Good feed up ahead. Liberty, Kendra Jones is streaking down the middle. Can they get it to her? Jody Connolly. And it stopped right before the top of the circle.
Yeah, they'll bring that back out to the hash, though. It was a good held whistle. No advantage was given. Jill Bolton trying to work through the defense. Kept her composure with some body contact. Has to go 5 since it's inside the hash there before the circle.
Now it gets in there. Fight for it at the top. No whistle. Hit by Jones for Liberty. Taken out by Northwestern with just over 4 minutes to play in this first half.
Good ball.
Zimmer all the way down the other end of the field.
Good ball in a tough spot when you're trying to clear it out. At that side of the field with that right-handed stick. Nice backhander there. First aerial we've seen. That also eases the pressure on these defenses too.
National championship game here today from Oker Field at the University of Michigan. Each team looking for their first ever national title. It's the first ever time that Liberty's made it to the Final Four. For Northwestern, they've been in the Final Four 5 times now. Their first ever chance to play for a national championship here in the title game. Losing the stick that time was Zeidel for Northwestern. She gets it back, hits it, keeps it back inside the circle. Kayla Blass is battling for it, and she's going to draw a corner. And Northwestern, another penalty corner coming up. An outstanding effort to stick with it there.
Literally stick with it. And the stick hack was the reason why the corner was called. Take a look at it right in there. Right. You got to play the ball. Not with your stick, but play the ball, and working really hard to get that corner call, and doing a good job are the Wildcats with the opportunity going into 3 minutes here as Roth is set to take it in. I think that, again, you've got to be able to keep this ball low. These are great flyers. Their defensive setup is solid. Northwestern has to go deep into their pocket. I think it put a little wrinkle in here.
Roth puts it in. Set down, hard shot on the way, and it went right off of Marshall. It's going to be another corner, though, here for Northwestern. You see Marshall kind of took a hard hit into the body there, 17.
Yeah, but it came up off the stick, right. Dangerous first.
Right there off the Liberty player at the top.
So you get another chance. Defense did the right thing, slowed it up.
Yeah, it was
but
off of
coming
Jones.
Off the stick, dangerous.
Kendra Jones hit it for Liberty. Back to the corner again. They try to go back to the inserter. Coming out to make the play, Edie Goshen, and break that one up. The goalkeeper for Liberty. Nice job.
And Bolton right behind her, anticipating if she needed some help.
Now Liberty attacking here. Back inside the circle. Roth. Save Edie Goshen.
And a nice job on that save, putting it to the right spot. Be a deep side in there for Northwestern.
9 shots now for the Wildcats to the 8 for Liberty. Each team now has had 5 penalty corners, with both 0 for 5. Just over 2 minutes to go as Bolton forces the issue for Liberty.
2 numbers on the ball. A little bit of an obstruction there.
Fonhold, the pass. In the circle it goes. Roth quickly on the other end of the field for Northwestern in the transition. They've got some numbers here. They can make it happen. They do. Whistle before that, though. Wow. Northwestern's Benta Bakers and her teammate Ana Medina Garcia, they were ready to put one through.
Right, and there's no offsides if you're wondering why offsides wasn't called. There's no offsides to be called in this game. So good job, good hustle there. But unfortunately, the play going the opposite way. Tracy Fuchs wanted to take a look at it quick. She felt the right call was made.
Unbelievable opportunity there for the moment. But the call against Northwestern, as they had it with 2 players inside the circle. Now they're going right back in. Wattis, and she's looking for a corner and has it. Number 2, Lauren Wattis, battling that time for the Wildcats.
A solid play by Wattis, and she has been like this since coming to Northwestern, and good job. Watch what happens here. Spins it, puts it right into the foot, nothing's there, gets a corner call. Good job.
Wattis had the game winner with 1 minute left in regulation in the quarterfinals over number 2 seed Iowa to advance to the Final Four. And now Northwestern with another opportunity here. 6th penalty corner of this game. 1 minute, 14 seconds to play in this first half. Roth again to insert. Here we go, Leah.
Defense from Liberty setting up. They'll take some time.
Here we go. They're trying to get a pass down low. The rebound in front. Edie Goshen in the save. Can't cover it up. She kicks it away. It's still loose. It's still in play. And Liberty comes out of it with it. What a job there. And again, you can't say enough about Azul Arixity, Edie Goshen, the goalkeeper for the Flames.
Yeah, kept it alive. Continuously kept it alive. Bente Bakers feels that maybe it wasn't alive and immediately going over.
She's talking with Ayanna McLean, one of the umpires here, and they want a video referral over the last sequence.
Defense and Jill Bolton right behind that play. And it has to be conclusive for it to change. It looks like it's alive there. It looks like it hasn't touched any. That's okay. That's okay. Is it touching anybody? It's kept alive. Oh, was that a foot right there? Was that a foot right there? If it was a foot, that would change things. Did Ashley Dykema Pereira?
And they are not going to get it. So with 53 seconds remaining in this first half, it is Liberty ball.
Played well there and played correctly by Ashley Dykema Pereira. Did not come off of it. That Dykema family is, a great story. This game hasn't, the quickness of the game and the tempo, I'm going to hold my thought because here we go.
Charlotte Fonholt for number 9 for Liberty, and it's now right back to Northwestern. Yep, Peyton Housley. 6 saves for Ida Goshen, the goalkeeper for Liberty thus far. What do you think's going to be the talk at halftime with these two teams right now?
Got to figure out how to get it past these goalkeepers.
Yeah.
The difference in the game right now is the goalkeeping at both ends of the field. There's no question it could be a multi-goal game. We would not be standing at 0-0 at the half if it wasn't for the goalkeepers of each team right now.
10 seconds to go. First half of the national championship, Liberty and Northwestern. That's a dangerous hit for sure, going the other way, but that's going to wind down this first half. How about it? One team's going to win their first ever national title. Nothing on the board as of yet. And thanks large part to this young lady, Ida Goshen. And there's also the goalkeeper, Skubish, for Northwestern, who's made some incredible saves today as well. Tracy Fuchs, head coach of Northwestern, joins us now. Coach, boy, a lot of opportunities in this first half, huh, for each team. What do you see happening right now?
Yeah, it's a national championship game. I thought we came out just a little bit, not on our front foot like we usually play, but we worked back into the game, and we're starting to create opportunities now, and now we just need to put a few home.
Tracy, you said your team warmed up a little bit to the field of play. What do you need to do is they're applying some pressure deep, especially on the transitions out. Maybe get a few more players back to open up the transition offensively. What are you trying to do on the balls moving out to the field?
Yeah, I thought our second quarter was great. I thought we moved the ball. We're transferring in the midfield. We just need to play Wildcat hockey, 3-second hockey, get the ball to the right, attack the outsides, and then, really be strong on the ball. They're great tacklers. They're a feisty team. And you know what? It's going to be a great second half.
Coach, thanks for your time. All the best in that second half.
All right, thanks, everybody. Go Cats.
Tracy Fuchs and Northwestern. The Wildcats against the Flames. It's been a battle here for 30 minutes. No goals yet on the board in this one. You're watching the 2021 National Championship game from Michigan. We'll be back with halftime after this. For the Liberty Flames, and Leah, she's had that smile on her face. She seemed like every time we talked to her this entire season, for good reason.
Hey, you're in a national championship game. It doesn't matter if you're a player, a coach, even as an official. It's an honor to be in this field of era today and to have this opportunity. And 2 quarters from now, we're going to be crowning a national champion.
And she is going up against her former coach in Tracy Fuchs, who she played for at Northwestern, graduated in 2014. And now she has her team up against her, trying to win their first ever national championship. Each team looking for their first ever national title here today.
And I think one of the key things too for these teams as they come back out in the field, everybody's hyped up, and they've played a solid. Everybody's played a solid 2 quarters of hockey. But I think it's time now just to kind of take a breath, take that extra look. If you're on the field and you're in possession with the ball, to try to make that extra pass. Claire Rothier just trying to find an open space and being met once again by the defense. And Bethany Dykema trying to make a play coming out for Liberty.
I hear what you're saying, and with no timeouts in this sport, sometimes it's hard to take a breath and assess what's been happening, right? I mean, that halftime was probably key for both teams here today.
Coaches were excited about going to the 4 quarters of play because, things are broken down. You have an opportunity to speak with your team. You're able to rush players in and out just a little bit differently with the 4 quarters. But part of that was the loss of being able to call a timeout. So, players have to figure things out sometimes on the field a little bit more than they would normally would have that opportunity. Liberty should try to run here quickly.
Yeah, unforced error there as Marshall was unable to stop it for Northwestern. Liberty the other way. Marshall, though, makes the play and gets it right back for her team. Bakers at midfield.
Nice slide, flat pass. This is what I was talking about, just taking that extra effort, eyes up on the field, seeing what your options are.
Roth in the corner, trying to work it into the circle.
It's hard, again, it's so hard when you're working where Claire Roth is on this side of the field, the bench side of the field, near side of the field, because you have to get your feet around. You're receiving a pass, awfully tough. Glad to see the aerials used, I think, with the way defense is pressuring these teams, able to get some open spaces out on the field. And those aerial balls could be an effective way to do so and not dribbling so much upfield.
Here's Jill Bolton now for Liberty. Inside the circle she goes, passes it in front, looking for the redirect, and it's still in the hands of the Flames. They go right back inside. Fonhold, and now it's going to be coming out. And Charlotte Fonhold, number 9 there, working hard for Liberty. Who had the 2 goals in that semifinal win. And Northwestern will have started out the other way as ESPN's coverage of the Women's College Cup continues with semifinal action on Friday, December 3rd, and the championship game December 5th at 8 o'clock Eastern, all right here on ESPNU. For more information, go to NCAA.com, the official online home for all 90 NCAA championships. Peyton Halsey, junior for Northwestern. Call against the Wildcats. Liberty possession here with Jody Connolly as we played 4 minutes into this second half. Still no score. There's that aerial ball we're talking about, Leah, but it's played down nicely at midfield by Maddie Zimmer for Northwestern. And here she comes. Zimmer still controlling. In the circle it goes. Gets a stick on it. And it's hit by Liberty's Bethany Dykema to break it up for the moment. Ooh. Right off of Fonhold that time. Hard hit into the circle by Maddie Zimmer. No whistle yet. Taken out nicely by Liberty. Ashley Dykema Pereira. And Wildcats here playing with some intensity. That was deflected.
They'll be just outside the circle coming in. Never hurts to continue on with the play, even if you hear the whistle. Just let it play out.
A lot of hard hits here as they try to get some opportunities.
Try to figure out a way to get it past the defense.
Yep. Northwestern, again, quick restart. Top of the circle, takedown here. Penalty corner is the call. That was Northwestern's Lauren Wattis that took the hit.
Yeah, trying to cut back to the inside, trying to play the ball. Just everybody working so hard with that opportunity. The ball is played, not the body, and it's unfortunate. You're just trying to get into the right effort, right spot, the right time. First opportunity of this third quarter for Northwestern.
We had 11 total penalty corners in that first half. 6 for Northwestern and 5 for Liberty. It's the 7th of the game now for the Wildcats. Marshall to insert. Players reposition. Zeidel shoots, and it's a goal. Northwestern's on the board first in the national championship game.
With these stingy goalkeepers, you have to be at the right place. And Marshall, after the insert, watch what 17 in black does. Slides on the backside of the defense, keeps her stick down the right side of her stick, too. That just one-handed play, and getting it on the flat side of the stick for the goal. Nicely done. Off of the insert. That is the angle right there.
Marshall's 4th goal of the season, the assist from Zeidel, who took the hit from the top. And it's 1-0 Northwestern in the title game here in this 3rd quarter of action.
How will Liberty respond now? Coming off of a set piece. We talked early in the open how Northwestern has been a little bit more efficient on their corner opportunities, and with these highly skilled teams, take advantage of those set pieces with the clock stopped. And the Wildcats striking first.
Oh, nice takeaway here from Wattis. You gotta feel like it's only a matter of time, Leah, when you have that many opportunities on the corners. Now Northwestern 1 for 7.
Didn't come down into that 5-meter area. It will stay. Gotta bring it back. Gotta bring it back.
Underwood. Now over to Mark Tucson for Liberty. And
Number 2 in white for Liberty, Reagan Underwood. Her mom was a big-time captain for UNC back in '95 on their national championship team. Scored 2 goals in that game. Reagan, the Elite 90 winner here at this week. It's the top GPA.
outstanding accomplishment, a 4.0 GPA in digital media and journalism. Talking about number 2 in white for Liberty.
Her mom at that time was Kim Schroll, not Kim Underwood. So back in '95, part of a 3-time national championship run for the Tar Heels back then.
No shots for Liberty yet this third quarter.
Kind of a little bit of role reversal, right, Mike? Liberty started out quick. Northwestern warmed up.
It was Underwood who we were talking about there, but Northwestern's Katie Jones able to make the play, get it back for her team. It's going to take a lot, though, to rattle this Liberty squad, though, right, Leah? I mean, they're on a 17-game winning streak, and they faced a little bit of everything this year, so a lot of field hockey still left in this game.
Longest win streak in the country, and they have certainly tested themselves. And it all started last season and carried through. From the start of this year as Joe Bolton tries to get it out, and it goes back to Northwestern once again.
Zimmer with the hit. Connolly able to push it up ahead. Back to Bolton. Across midfield. Nice long hit. Finds Martusion for the moment. Number 12 for Liberty. And it's going to be their possession. Here we go. Underwood surveying the situation. Oh, it slips down. Gets it back. Basquet, 23 for Northwestern, over to Roth. Oh, nice move from Roth. Call's going to go against her, and Liberty gets it on the restart.
Get 4 black jerseys right there around the ball. Good job, and they get this ball back. It'll take a little bit of time. See, Mike, take a little bit of time, get things set up.
Marshall trying to do it all on her own here. Connolly takes it away from Liberty. Gets the call. Jody Connolly over to Kendra Jones now. Jones, you can hear it, out of bounds, yep. The only shot all quarter was the one that Northwestern scored on the penalty corner here. This one is taken down by Martusion for Liberty. Zimmer the other way for Northwestern. In the circle, Roth had a chance at it.
They're just a hair behind her. She recognized it, tried to put on the skids. Their mom in the stands came in from Germany Friday, having an opportunity with the borders open up now to finally see your daughter in person.
Bockers for the moment had it inside the circle for Northwestern. It's going to be Liberty possession. Critical Week 11 matchup coming up on Monday Night Football. Don't miss that. Daniel Jones and the Giants face a must-win against Tom Brady and the Bucks, and it's coming up 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific on ESPN. And it starts with Monday Night Countdown at 6 Eastern on ESPN, also on the ESPN app. 3:05 remaining in the third. 1-0 Northwestern on the goal by Aaliyah Marshall off the deflection from the shot from Marin Zeidel on the penalty corner in this third quarter. Underwood. Shannon Daly able to stop that one for Northwestern. Stopped down by Joe Bolton. Battling there with Daly.
Big ball up ahead, trying to sneak one past the defense.
Here's Liberty's Daniela Rhodes in the circle. She goes. Ball is taken out by Northwestern, that time by Maddie Basquet.
You know, what's nice to watch between these two teams and the talent that they have, they recognize when there's two players on the ball for the same team, they recognize when they need to be off the ball so that the foul doesn't come upon them and it kind of open up the plays. And that's just the talent. And also comes from playing with each other for a long time, the communication as well.
Northwestern kicked out by Edie Goshen. And right to Jones. Play on. Here we go. And that one stopped by Marshall on the sidelines and gets it back here for Kayla Blass with under a minute to go in the third.
Just kind of run things out. Don't take any chances.
Garcia in the circle, and that is stopped before it gets to the goalkeeper, and that hit by Halsey.
One last run here possibly for Northwestern if they can make it happen.
.30 seconds left in the third. Basquet, 15 seconds remaining in the third. Northwestern still attacking. Here they go. Maddie Zimmer Zimmer in the circle, takes a hit, shoots and scores! Northwestern with 6.3 seconds in the third. It's 2-0.
Does Maddie Zimmer get the speed from her mom, who was also an All-American? But relentless effort as it goes off the defender and into the goal. Yes, that does count as a goal, but the blistering speed, Northwestern did not give up. With under 30 seconds to go, they had 2 chances, got that ball back, and a rifle shot across, an unfortunately defensive goal. Zimmer with the shot, and 2-0, the Wildcats lead here as we get set to move to the 4th quarter of play.
That was monstrous at the end of the third. Maddie Zimmer went off of Reagan Underwood for Liberty right in front of the goal. And with 6.3 seconds remaining in the third, after the first goal from Marshall, Zimmer comes back. It's 2-0 Northwestern in the title game to the 4th. And now we'll have a first-time national champion here today. Will it be Liberty? Will it be Northwestern?
Well, and for Liberty, they have fought hard early on, set the tempo, but no shots for the Flames. So uncharacteristic of this team that leads the nation in several categories offensively. Congratulations to Shippensburg in D2, Tara Jollinger's team, winning the championship 3-0 today over Westchester. And in D3, Middlebury, your national champion, 4-1 over Johns Hopkins. So 2 of the 3 champions decorated here, waiting for the Division I national champion between Liberty and Northwestern.
That's good stuff right there. Mike Corey alongside Leah Secondo with you here from Oker Field at the University of Michigan, the Division I national championship.
You know what's the difference, Mike, for us to be up 2-0 right now? The Wildcats did not give up. You know, we thought, well, you know, half's running down. Well, you know what? All of a sudden, the ball's inside the 25. You've got a shot. Zimmer makes a run and outruns everybody to get into the circle, put something on goal. That's what both of these teams are very good at doing. Getting shots, throw the ball on goal, get some numbers down there and see what happened, and it worked for the Wildcats to end that third.
Well, that's a really good point. And look, Zimmer's back at it again. Here she goes. You see her, number 8 for Northwestern. Just what she did at the end of the third with 6.3 seconds remaining, as you said, Leah, to put them up 2-0. How big is that? I mean, just momentum, and then going into the 4th, and I was about to say, like you said, well, 1-0, we'll be back on the 4th. No. She changed all that.
Don't stop until you hear the whistle, right? And I think, again, you saw a little bit of daylight. The ball was in the right spot. Break for the goal. Throw something on. I think it's going to be key here for Liberty in the 4th. They need some mojo, and they need a goal within the first 4 minutes, I think, to get their mojo back, just to get some confidence back. Not that they can't shock everybody, because the last time these 2 teams met, it was a big 4th quarter game, but that was early on in the season, like the 5th game of the season for these teams, and their personalities certainly have changed so much since then. They've matured a lot.
That was the only other meeting between these two in their history back on September 7th at Liberty. Northwestern won 4-3. Now here in the second meeting, it's for the national title. Northwestern this season, 16-1 when scoring at least 2 goals. Big stat there.
Well, and to think you're containing a team right now that averages over 3 goals a game, and your defense has been able to do that, says a lot about the defense for the Wildcats in this game.
It was Hamlet trying to get it back to Fonhold once again, 1 to number 9 for Liberty, but same result, it's back over to Northwestern. Connolly trying to Feed it for Underwood. Northwestern's Bockers has it. For Zimmer. With that speed again, Zimmer right back inside the circle, across in front, and looking for Roth, who was there trying to get a stick down on
It just goes up another level for number 8 in black, Maddie Zimmer.
Jill Bolton, 25 for Liberty. See Bolton asking for the call to be detained, but instead it's over to Northwestern, and Shannon Daly's going to put it back in. There's that aerial ball to try to change the field position a little bit. Dangerous.
Got it.
5 away. Excuse me.
Well, when the ball drops, regardless of where it is, who the hit is being taken by, it's got to be 5 away.
Look at that. 9 first-half shots for Liberty. None in the second half thus far. Almost 20 minutes gone by.
Team that makes the adjustments. You know what the game plan is? The game plan shifts all the time. And Northwestern has been able to shift the game plan and stifle Liberty. Can they do it here in the 4th?
Bolton couldn't keep it in.
Much of that, too, has also been the spectacular plays at both ends of the field by the goalkeeping.
Well, and when Northwestern has made some plays where they've been able to get a stick on the ball and intercept and stop attacking opportunities by Liberty, they've been able to take it the other way, right? In transition, change the field position a little bit. It's not so much just to stop them. They have worked it the other way to their advantage. Bolton now, is she going to draw a call here? Yes, but outside the circle, another hit for Liberty. Connolly controls it. Now 6 minutes have been played here in this 4th quarter. It's still 2-0 Northwestern.
And this is the time. See, once again, Wildcats in possession of the ball. Now the clock is their friend. They're up by 2 goals. You take a little bit of extra time if you possibly can on those free hits. You look to ice the ball down the field. Hey, you don't retain possession, but you know what? Take some time off the clock, putting the ball in good areas of the field.
Lizzie Hamlet. There's Zimmer again, number 8 for Northwestern.
Eliminate 1.
Look at this. To Roth in the circle, makes a nice move, takes a shot at it, save from Ida Goshen. Jones plays it down for Liberty and gets it out of the circle. Right back though to Blass for Northwestern. Pressure is on here.
The fact that Maddie Zimmer is able to go at that level with the ball on her stick and control and keep her body under her control is just amazing to watch.
7 saves for Ida Goshen, the goalkeeper for Liberty. Halfway through this 4th quarter. Needs her team to kind of step up a little bit offensively here to help her out.
You be patient. You get one on the board, then you can pull some different things out of your pocket. You just don't want to go deep into the 4th to make that happen.
Charlotte Von Holt. Trying to work it around Roth.
Not close enough to force that obstruction to be called. Right idea, though.
Instead it's Garcia. Ida Goshen coming off the field here for Liberty. Leah.
Yeah, taking the chance. You have to, you haven't scored the goal to give the opportunity up for the extra field player. So Nikki Parsons-Brocker taking that chance now with the extra field player on for Liberty.
Von Hold gets it inside the circle. You need to try to make something happen.
Yeah. Last time I saw this happen was an ACC game between Princeton and Carolina. And Princeton was up, things weren't happening. Carolina did it, tied the game up, and ended up winning that game. It kind of set the tempo up for that national championship season. I want to say it was in 2019 to start that first week of the season. So not an unrisky, uncharacteristic thing that we're seeing here by Liberty to try to get a goal on the board. I have a hard whistle. I think we're going to see a card. We do.
Lizzie Hamlet, number 1 there, talking to the umpire, Ayanna McLean. There's Joe Bolton in discussions with her as well. Green card, Leah, that's the call.
Happened on the tackle, I believe, a delay of game on Hamlet. And so, all right, so now you've got the goalkeeper out, you're back to the same number of field players, and you've got 2 minutes to try to kill it off and get a goal. This is a tough situation for the Flames.
Exactly, just completely takes away the advantage right there. That ball was kept in by Bockers, but now it's taken away here by Sion for Liberty. And you're right, so Hamlet with a green card. As they're down a player here, as there's Edegoshin, the goalkeeper, who's out for Liberty. Big hit, it's inside the circle, they collect it. Backhanded shot, just over the top of the goal. Monday Night Football, Peyton and Eli, don't miss that on ESPN2 and ESPN Plus at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific during the Giants-Buccaneers game. Love what they do, breaking the game down. They got special guests and more. It's a lot of fun. Check it out. Peyton and Eli, Monday Night Football coverage on ESPN2 this Monday night. First shot of the second half for Liberty, Leah. Imagine that with 4:45 to play in this game.
Anytime you're being ridden to the outside, could always be a ball coming in for the Flames. Need to move a little bit quicker, allowing Wildcats to set up and mark a little bit tighter.
They keep it in. Here's Connolly trying to push it into the circle. It's kept out that time by Blass.
And you get to this point, Mike, you just want to try to throw that ball on goal.
Good job by Ashley Dykema-Pereira that time. 14 for Liberty.
No call, play on.
Hamlet's going to return here in about 2 seconds. And now Liberty has the advantage because they have pulled their goalkeeper. But after the green card, they were at even strength. Now they're back up a player. But Northwestern's Roth takes it the other way. Zimmer on the restart, using up valuable clock here with 3:35 remaining. Look at Zimmer just kind of making the Flames work over there, Leah. She's been outstanding today.
Oh, it's a tough part of the field, too. And, the sideline there is an extra defender. Maddie's looking up at the clock. She realizes we're moving under 3 minutes to go here shortly.
First team Big Ten selection. Was the freshman of the year last year. She came away with that huge goal at the end of the third with 6.3 seconds remaining. Took it one-on-one, took the shot, and offered the Liberty player and went in for the goal to make it 2-0.
Talk about what Tracy Fuchs has brought in the last 2 freshmen of the year in the Big Ten, along with Bente Bakers in 19.
What a process it's been for Northwestern and Tracy Fuchs. She said there's just been so many people helping out here to get them to where they want to be. It's her 13th year with the program. They're in their first ever national championship game. They're 2 minutes away from hoisting the trophy. Zimmer. Just outstanding stick skills, Leah.
Well, and you notice she made her rush downfield into that difficult area. Didn't rush towards goal. Do you need the goal? No, you don't need the goal. You need the clock to wind down. So really smart in doing what she did. Worst case, you pin Liberty deep in their own territory. You make it difficult for them to get that ball out of there. And now the Wildcats will move it backwards a little bit more. Take some more time off the clock.
In team sports at Northwestern, they've won 8 national championships. 7 belong to women's lacrosse. The last time they did it was 2012. The only other national title is men's fencing, which is no longer there at Northwestern. And it's the field hockey program that's trying to make history here today. Take it out of the circle from Wattis. Under a minute remaining here today at the University of Michigan. Zeidel. Remember, the goalkeeper is called for Liberty. Just 40 seconds to go. Head coach Tracy Fuchs won a national title as a player at UConn in 1985. She was an assistant right here at the University of Michigan when they won the title back in 2001. She knows the feeling and what it's like to hoist a trophy right here on this field. 15 seconds remaining. And now she knows what it's like as a head coach to win it all. Northwestern, the Wildcats. It's over, and Northwestern wins their first ever field hockey national championship. (2-0) the final score. Northwestern wins it over Liberty for the national championship here today at the University of Michigan. We'll take a short break. We will be back in 30 seconds for the postgame, the trophy ceremony and presentation, all that and more when we return right after this. Stay tuned.